Good afternoon, Patriots, and welcome back. Welcome back. Man, if you were with me earlier, sorry, I got kicked off. The problem is, there's nothing to do with copyrights or anything. It's just kicked me off. I am not sure if our lovely haters are reporting my channel as misinformation or whatever, but I think YouTube has to do a little bit better job screening. I decided to put a video looped in there for you guys. That water that you see in there, that is actually Samoa. That is American Samoa. I love that little spot right there that you see right now. To the right of it, there is a lot more lava rock on there, and there is like a shallow cave. You can literally feel like a small tent in there, maybe for 3 people, 4 people. It'd be nice for camping. I never did it because I don't know how rough the ocean gets there. But it doesn't seem to be that bad. I wouldn't mind actually being there right now, to be honest. Plus, it's a 4-hour difference, so it's only 1:25 in the afternoon right there in that spot that you see playing on that video. So there you go, guys. You guys are watching a little tiny piece of American Samoa. Beautiful place. It is gorgeous. It is paradise, and I wish I was living there. Yeah, believe me, it is gorgeous. You have no idea. It is gorgeous. I think for all of us that are a little bit older, that would be probably the most amazing place to be and maybe retire. When believe it or not, I'm not a city guy. I don't get satisfaction from being in the city. I feel a lot happier when I'm out by the ocean or in a forest, by a river, lake, etc. I'd rather be out away from the city and enjoy that. That'd be nice. Well, I mean, for Florida, I think it's gonna be like rainy weather, right, in December. I think it's gonna be like rainy over there, but Tampa Bay, yeah, I've been to Tampa Bay. It's not too bad, not too bad at all. I have a brother. When I was visiting him, I went to help him move to where he lived. Well, he was moving from Atlanta, Georgia, and I helped him move from Georgia down to Florida. And he lives about maybe 40 minutes from Daytona Beach, I think it's called. And it's pretty nice. It's a long beach, but the water seems like it's rough. It's just a lot of waves, and doesn't seem like a nice place to just chill. In the ocean. Nonetheless, it can still be fun. But I think when the weather is nice, at least when I went there, it was summer, and man, it was hot, humid. The weather in Florida, that's exactly how the weather is in Honduras. It is the same type of weather, and I love it. I love the heat. I was actually thinking, believe it or not, I was thinking to move down to Florida. I don't know. I don't know about that. But right here, there's little scenes that you see on the video playing right there. I would love to just live there. I will have to change the time that I do my show, but it's still doable. And over there, we already have a house. We do want to build a different house on a different location for the grandparents and all that stuff. But nonetheless, I mean, I could be living down there right now, and it will just be amazing. But we have things to do. Made some commitments over here, and I think we'll see where God takes us. We'll see what the future holds for us. Let's see who's back. again. Yeah, I got kicked off earlier. I was talking to myself apparently, but I'm not really sure why they kicked me. I was showing Trinity the picture of copyright infringements or anything like that, and it said everything was green, everything was clear. So I am not really sure what that was about, to be honest. So give me a second here. Let me do a couple of things, please. All right. All right. You will notice something on the chat. Um, Only members and subscribers can comment. So we'll see how that works. Trying to keep the chat clean a little bit. That little spot that you see right there, where you see a little bit of the sand, it's a lot of small little rocks. There's like spots where the sand is really nice and fine, but there's a lot of small rocks as well throughout the beach. And behind those coconut trees, it's actually where our house is. That's where the village is, behind those coconut trees. So it's beautiful. It's right on the ocean, but it's also right in front of any tsunami that comes your way. So there goes that. All right, Collie, how are you? Welcome back. Good afternoon, my friend, our native warrior. I'm gonna grab one of those. What do you call those? Those little hair things that come with feathers, and I think I'm gonna put that on my hair. Maybe for the next time. We'll see. I'm thinking about buying some feathers. I got some eagle feathers, but they're the fake ones, and they don't look good. They don't look like the real feathers. So, let's see who else we have in here. Cheryl, of course. The only Constantish change. The only constant is change. Oh. Oh, man, that's horrible, man. You kill me with that one. Welcome, Rush Babe. Welcome, Salt. Welcome, Omar. Hope everything is I hope everything is good for you, my friend. We have a few people here visiting, so I had to be more careful, I guess, with what I'm showing you. So you guys get to relax with some ocean views. Man, every time I've gone down there, every time I've gone down to Samoa, it's so gorgeous. I'm going to tell you, these clips that I have right here, by luck, I have them. You will not believe I had hours and hours and hours of video footage. I had thousands of photos that I took down there. This is all I got left. Just a few photos, just a few videos, and oh my God, it's so horrible. The whole idea was that I was going to make some blogs down in American Samoa, and kind of show the people, the beach and the jungle, and just the town, where the village is, how the weather is. It can be raining, it could be sunny. It's like the weather can be both things at the same time every day. It seems like I've been down there for the times of October and November, and been very pleasant, very great weather. Rains, but it's still hot. It's not crazy hot. This is American Samoa, if you guys are joining in. And I think all my patrons are here. Trinity is not here. Let me make sure I text her so she knows that it has started. A lot of people are still telling me that they don't get notifications. So let's go ahead and get our sister in here. That's what I understand you today. Okay. Probably sleeping. I'm probably waking her up right now from her medicine. She was high early with medicine from the hospital. Let's see. Tampa is okay to live, but I'm a city girl and I like Miami. Maybe Miami. I don't know. I'm not much for city. I'm really not much for city. I don't know why. I don't know why. Good afternoon, Bob. How are you? Aloha, malama fatafehi. Wait, what does that say? Malama fatafe. Fatafe. Oh, malama fatafe. Malama fatafe. I think that's what it is. Let's see. What's popping? Let's see. Florida and where I'm at. South Carolina, too much humidity. The islands don't have that problem. Actually, no. American Samoa is very humid. I say problem, but it's not really a problem. It's just not comfortable for me. Yeah, that I will agree. I will agree with that. All right, since we are here today, we were talking about Trader. What's her name? Marjorie Trader. The only reason I'm going to pick on her is because she talks so much crap about us. You know, not just President Trump, but the whole Republican Party and everybody else that supports him. So, kind of digging her own grave on that, so to speak. You know what's crazy is that I didn't know that she had an affair. I mean, for what the story says is that her and her husband, I guess they were finished and whatnot, um, but she ended up going for the guy, an employee at a gym or something, and the guy was some sort of sex guru, whatever. And it's just kind of crazy when you hear what people have done wrong in their life. That's why I don't blame President Trump for locker room talk, etc. I think that if we record ourselves when we're in private making dumb conversations, we will also look just as bad, I guess. We will make mistakes in our lives, so I'm not going to throw that in her face, but I will point out that the reason why President Donald Trump thinks that she is a traitor is because of the way that she's going about what she's saying. It's not that she disagrees with Trump. That's not the traitor part. It's that she went to the opposition and smeared President Trump and the Republican Party, which she belongs to. That's why she's called a traitor. So yeah, not a traitor, traitor. Yeah, Trader Taylor. That's the one. Not Trader Greens. That means that she's trading some clothing or some sort of items. Well, all right. Well, I didn't get to say much about it because there was a lot of rude people in the chat, and we couldn't have conversations. They wouldn't come in and ask questions. It's just insults after insults after insults, and well, that's not the point of having a live of interaction. Okay. So one thing that I will tell you, and I don't know if this will make a difference for you guys on the way that you support me, but I think that I might have to start. I guess we can still have lives, but I won't be able to show you much video footage because of this whole copyright thing. Even though a lot of people are using it, they're doing it the same way. I disputed the whole thing. Why they canceled me? They said there was a copyright. I disputed it. They sent me a message and say that I was right and there is no copyright, but they're still taking me off the air. So that's kind of really annoying. My man in the house, the Patriots are all here. Well, a lot of you guys are here. Not everybody, but Neo Flyer is here. Francine came to her senses. F Trump. Oh, there you go. Francine is one of the subscribers and doesn't like Trump. I hope that it's only subscribers typing in here. It's supposed to be just members and subscribers. So there's that. I think I might have to change the rules if you guys are cheating. Let me take a look here. I might have to change these rules. Let's see. I put it any duration, but let's put it 1 hour. See if the system adapts it. There we go. All right. All right. With that being said, regardless of how you feel about Trump, I mean, I know this is MAGA country, and all of us are here supporting President Donald Trump. Do not remove any comments from the chat. I don't care if they hate Trump. I don't care if they hate me. Don't remove comments from the chat, okay? Whether you like what they're saying, you have to understand something. The more people that we kick and put in timeout and all this other stuff in there, the less people the algorithm is going to recommend are live, okay? So you don't want to go crazy blocking people, because then we're just not going to have a live. And right now we are trying to attract subscribers until we get to a certain point, and then we can probably just do just members only, okay? So just a heads up, Marcos, not sure if you're a subscriber or not, but I put a filter on there, and if anybody comments in here starts being rude, just leave the comment in there so I can see it. It should be more controlled, so if somebody puts a bad comment on there, I will see it and I will stay on top of it. All right. So Marjorie Taylor Greene, her little resignation video that she made, I find it very interesting that she was kind of laughing. She was happy to make the announcement that she was retiring. Maybe she was relief, that she's not going to be so stressed working in Congress. Funny thing, though, about her saying goodbye, and I noticed that as she was saying goodbye, she's smiling and she's all happy, blah, blah, blah. And then she makes a comment of, the Republican Party is going down anyways. It's going to be finished by midterms. Oh, the country's suffering and is going through all this hardship. And yet, she quits. Right when she's saying all these things. So for a person that says that she fights for the people and she does it for the people, screw Marjorie Taylor Greene. You do it for the people, but you abandon the people? How does that work? Some of the people on the left side, they think that maybe she's just going to run for president or for senator. She can do whatever the hell she wants. And if people want to be dumb enough to vote for her, well, they voted for Biden, and see what happened. So with that being said, no, they haven't targeted me at all. I wish they did, so I can have some ICE agents that I can take selfies with and show you guys a video of how you're supposed to behave when they come asking you for information. See, I don't have a problem with the police. A lot of people out there, guys, they make all these complaints about the police. Oh, that was rude, and they all mistreated me, whatever. I don't care. I don't care about those people because they asked for it. I get it. There's some power trip troopers out there, but as hard as their job is and as tough as it is to be out there and talking to strangers and not knowing who's going to shoot you in the chest or what, I think they have the right to be very strict. Got to stay professional. They're not there to be your best friend. They're there. They are there because they're the authority, and that's what you're supposed to do is respect authority. I'm going to tell you. One time I got pulled over by the state trooper, probably the whitest state trooper I've seen in my life, with blue eyes, shaved head. Okay, he pulls me over because my nephew happened to put a seatbelt under his arm, so you couldn't tell the seatbelt, was on. Saltwater, thank you for the super chat. Love you, Mr. Dennis, and all Dennis family. Oh, man, I appreciate it. Thank you for the love. Appreciate it. And so I got pulled over. Where is my profile? Oh, there it is. So I get pulled over, and when he pulls me over, the guy is just like this, You got license and registration? The guy was like mean looking. I was like, yes, sir. I reach out for my registration, and he says, you know what, I pulled you over? I said, I'm not sure, sir. I said, why did you pull me over? He said, well, you have no seat. Oh, I see. Yeah, he has the seatbelt under his arm. You got to put it over your shoulder, son. He says, that's why I pulled you over, but I need you to step out of the car. I say, sure. And I step out of the car, and he says to me, now, whether you like it or not, it doesn't matter, it's irrelevant. But I am being respectful and following the law by listening to the police officer, state trooper. And he puts me on handcuffs, and he says, well, I'm going to go ahead and leave your nephew in the car. My nephew's an adult, by the way. And I'm going to put you in the back of my trooper. And I said, okay, sure, no problem. And then he opens the door, and he said, watch your head when you go in there. So I sit in there, and I say, man, these handcuffs are, they're kind of annoying. He's like, yeah, they can be uncomfortable. And I was like, oh, he's sitting down, right? He's typing in my information, blah, blah, blah. And he says, it's just going to be a while, Mr. Herrera. I said, yeah, no problem. Hey, you know what? I just figured something. There's a hole. There's like a hole in the seat here. The handcuffs don't hurt anymore. It's like it feels kind of comfortable in here. And the guy was a very serious guy. And he chuckled at that. He's like, well, you are the first one to figure that out. And he says, I apologize that I had to put you in here. I said, we have so many issues where when there's two people in the car, they just take off because something is not right. So that's why I separate you from your nephew, but you're not in trouble. I just have you here while I checked. I say, sure, no problem. Don't worry about it, sir. You do your job. And I started just joking with him and just making him laugh. And I thought that it was great. It was a great experience. He takes off the handcuffs, and he shakes my hand, and he says, thank you so much for cooperating with me. I said, no, sir. Thank you for your service. I really mean that. I know you guys get a lot of bad talk, but I think you're doing your job great, sir. And sorry, next time we'll make sure that we show that we have a seatbelt on. And I went about my business. He didn't care that we were Hispanic. It was a white guy, bald head, blue eyes, mean as heck. And yet, no violence. I didn't feel violated that I got handcuffed and put in the back of the car while he does his investigations. I think it's part of, cooperating. You're going to sit there and start insulting him just because you have freedom of speech. I think that's the wrong behavior. Yeah, a lot of people will, a lot of police will accept that you're okay to say those things. But in reality, guys, you got to think about how hard their job is. I've seen police officers being shot on this sort of stops. And I don't think that their job is that easy. Even if he was all mean to me and everything, I still comply. You know why? Because you have to be smart. If he steps out of line, I'm not going to sit there and fight with him. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take him to court. And I'm going to complain to the judge. And I'm going to present my case because I have the right to. And I think that a lot of people, if people thought like that more, there will be a lot of less incidents. Now, mind you, they make thousands and thousands of stops. And once in a while, you get a one bad experience. But that one bad experience gets played all over media all the time. All the thousands of stops where they risk their lives. Sometimes they play. Sometimes they play when cops get shot, etc. But you know what? People don't care. Criminals don't care. People that like to break the law will never care. So, with that being said, I think that we have to cooperate. Jumping from that, I can tell you that ICE agents, they are federal agents, number one. I think that what this congressman and this couple of senators did on that stupid video that you guys know is going viral now, going everywhere, telling military, telling the CIA, telling every single one of the departments that they serve on to disobey orders from the commander-in-chief. Time on my side said he's a veteran. He said that is accounts for for somebody to be court-martialed. And I agree. So I'm not sure really what's going on with the whole incident. I hope that they get a court-martial. I hope that they get prosecuted, and that they will take that back. I know people don't like to hear it, but I think that's very, very treasonous behavior to go and say to the world that President Donald Trump is making illegal orders and they're telling the soldiers to stand down. I think that that is the wrong thing to do. It's not just a betrayal to the president. It's a betrayal to us, the American people, the citizens. That's what the betrayal is for. You might not see it because it probably doesn't even affect you, or you probably don't even think about it. Can you imagine what kind of success rate we would have in our wars if the soldiers somehow felt that this order was not right, so they disobey, put the whole mission in jeopardy, get everybody killed, and then what? I know that's probably the most drastic thing to say, but it's true. Now, these federal agents, they're doing their job. When they go to a business and have a warrant for an arrest for a bunch of people that work there, it is none of your business as a citizen. They are not there to show you that warrant unless you're the owner of the establishment. See, there's a lot of Americans out there, they think they can just go and obstruct justice. They think they can just go over there and hit federal cars. That's a felony. Your ass should be in jail. You don't disrespect the federal agents, period. They're arresting illegal immigrants, citizens that are getting arrested because they're obstructing justice. And we have plenty of videos that show them disrespecting the police. This whole little new thing that's going around of people like getting this close to them, blah, 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 and yelling, that got to stop. That has to stop. You got to keep a distance. You got to keep a distance. Nobody wants to sit here and get all your spit from your talking, your yelling. If they're out there obstructing justice, they should be in jail. Period. If they're 80 years old, 70 years old, and they're out there obstructing justice, their ass needs to be in jail. I don't care how young or how old you are. As an American citizen, you got to respect the law. You cannot obstruct agents that have been appointed to fulfill the law, to carry out the orders that they need to do. They're not there for you to go and obstruct the justice. You're putting their lives in danger. For what? For illegal immigrants? That's not your people. I don't care if you fell in love with Pedro doing the yard for you every weekend. If he's not supposed to be here, he's not supposed to be here. And let's be clear. Let's be clear. If they come here to work, that's great. But make sure you do it the right way. If you think that is bad, okay, if you really believe that is a horrible thing to be deporting people, why don't you stop it? Why don't you stop them from coming here illegally? You know why? Because you can't. Because you don't know. There's no way for you to even begin to help to stop it. So in the same way, when they get deported, get the hell out the way. Let ICE do their job. They've been doing their job since 2003. It's not Trump. It's happened under Bush, Obama, even Biden. It's not Trump. He doesn't make the policy. He doesn't make the law. He doesn't make the federal law, but he is following it. He is making sure that it's being followed. And that's a big difference. Oh, man, I love my trolls as well. Let's see. Serenity's here. All right, let's take a look. What's up, Serenity? What's going on? What's popping? Let's see. It doesn't matter what order specifically. Just to say, do not follow. No, not unlawful. They say illegal orders is wrong. In fact, it is the most American thing you can do. Bullshit. I call bullshit on that. Don't play games. Don't play stupid. Don't play dumb. They know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. Don't play dumb. Yeah, no, they know exactly what it is. It's a political stunt. It is what it is. You got to call it for what it is. Don't tell me that's the most American thing. What kind of BS is that? Do you even believe that yourself? Do you believe that yourself? Are you crazy, bro? That is not their job. That is not their job. They are a disgrace to this country, is what they are. Oh my God, if you think they said illegal, sir, illegal orders. Let me see if I can find the video and don't get over here copyright because of that.
Congressman Chris D'Elisio joined 5 other Democratic lawmakers.
I want you to read it so you don't make up stuff. See, you're making up shit. I know what I said. You're going to eat your words. You think you can debate me or whatever, that's fine. Go ahead and read. What do they say? Unlawful orders? Read. Let's read it together. Let's see. Speak directly to members and intelligence community who take risks carry out. I think you missed it. I don't know if you saw that. No, it makes a big difference. It makes a big difference. It makes a big difference to me because you corrected me. You corrected me on that. So it makes a big difference to me. So you decide to correct me because you think you're right, but it does make a big difference. What's the difference between illegal Serenity? Do you think I want to debate you after that stupid comment that you just made? Do you think I'm going to sit here and try to prove every single word that I say? You just made a mistake and you questioned me. Let me read back what you said. Where is it? You're un-American if you don't support that. Okay. Very interesting. Every other veteran has told me the opposite. Are you a veteran? Did you serve? Did you serve with honors? Do you love this country? Do you put Americans before any other person on this earth? Are you for America first? Right. I said illegal and you corrected me. Unlawful. Nah. Serenity, I will never debate you because you don't know how, number one. And number two, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. The fact that you don't believe that it is a problem that this people, number one, listen how they come in. Listen how they set it up. They set it up. Look at that. They're gonna Congresswoman, blah blah blah, Army, Navy, Space, former CIA, blah blah blah. They're giving you some sort of credential so that you would listen to what they say. Now, what do you think somebody's going to think about that? Somebody that is not in the right mind. Do you think that this gives soldiers the capacity or the, what's the word? The confidence that they are serving their country? This comment right here is treasonous. This is not where you make that comment. You do that in the courts, in the Navy, at the base. You don't make these statements using your title of service. And you tell everybody, not just the military, everybody, that is tactical. You have no common sense, Serenity. That you don't get to debate. You have no brains with common sense to debate. I'm sorry, but you don't get to debate. Berniel, how are you, my friend? Welcome in the house. Trinity says that you finally woke up. Yeah, video is definitely new. But you know what? I put in here just members and subscribers, so I don't know how the hell these people are in here commenting. Maybe they're subscribers. I don't know. But anyways, hey Melissa, the fact that you think that what these guys, the fact that you think that what these guys said on this video, that is to be a true American. You lost me right there, man. No way. You think these traitors right here, the message that they gave, my friend, the message that they gave, no, not you, Serenity. I know you're a subscriber. That's because you want to give me shit. But the message that they gave was to the public, to everybody, not to the servicemen. If they really wanted to deliver a message to the serviceman, they would have done that a different way. But instead, they know that saying it out in the open. See, I'm a guy that has known the tactic of using a second sense. This is what we call it in Spanish. Second sense. Meaning that I'm going to say something, but there's a second meaning to what I'm saying, what I'm trying to get across. And what they set themselves up, not you ladies, when they set themselves up with I'm CIA, I'm Navy, I am military, I'm Army, I'm this, I'm that, and you send a message to the public, irresponsibly to the public, that is not American. They know their oath. They know their duty. They don't have to make a video telling the serviceman to disobey illegal orders. How do they know what that is? What's an illegal order? What's an illegal order? Don't kill? Is that an illegal order? Don't shoot a boat full of drugs? Is that an illegal order? Unlawful? Is that unlawful? No, it's not. And yet, they believe that. They believe that is unlawful. But it's not. As a matter of fact, when they questioned them, they asked them, which illegal or unlawful order has President Donald Trump given? They have no answer. You know what the answer that the bold guy said? The best answer he can come up with, I don't wait for a car to run my son over before I tell him to look both ways before he crosses the street. What kind of stupid comparison is that? Just accept you lied. Accept that you were deceitful in your message. You didn't mean well. You don't care about the military. When they shut down the government, they didn't pay the military. It was President Trump. It wasn't this Democrat. Where were these Democrats at? When they shut the government down, they were getting paid. That's where they were at. But they weren't paying the military. They didn't give a crap that the service families were out there losing housing and food and whatever else not. They didn't care 1 cent about the military. And now you're going to tell me that they are the most Americans for sending that message out there? Bro, there is so many names that I want to call you right now. Like, you deserve to be scolded right now. There's no need to debate. Because what I'm saying is true. It is a fact, and it makes sense. If they were out there, government shutdown, hey, listen, I'm not going to take a pay. I want to give my money and just give it to the people that need it. But we're shutting down this government. Hey, you know what? Our military service people, they need their pay. They got families. You know what? Here's my check. Feed some of this No! They did nothing of that. As a matter of fact, the only thing that they are always ready to sacrifice for their cause, which is just to hate Donald Trump, that's the bottom line. There is no other goal for the left. Their goal is to hate Donald Trump and everything he does. There is proof everywhere. I wish that you would read some of those proofs and then come in here and try to debate me. But you want to debate me because you think your truth is a fact, and it's not. The fact you hate President Donald Trump tells me that you are not capable of having a debate. You're compromised. You see, I'm neutral. If President Trump does something that I believe that is illegal and he is found guilty, he's got to go to jail. Why? I love the man. But we are here because we respect the law. So if Trump is guilty, they found guilty, then he's got to go to jail. But I know for the last 9 years, the Democrats have gone after him, his whole family, Hillary, Obama, Shifty Schiff, all these losers, even I don't even want to say the name. Comey, Letitia James, Jasmine Crockett. Man, there's so many names. All these people went after Trump from day one. They weaponized the government against a man. Even after he won the presidency, Nancy Pelosi rips the paper. You remember that? Well, I remember watching her, and I was like, that biatch. How does she get to keep her job? Why can't we fire these people? Unbelievable. So 9 years of every single Democrat and some traitors, Republicans. You really think they care about the military and that's why they made that video of love and caring because they care about the military? They don't give a crap about the military. And as I said, there's only one thing that they are willing to sacrifice to get under Trump's skin. And that one thing is all of us. They don't care what happens to us as long as they get revenge on the hate man, the orange man, the Cheeto man. They don't care what happens to this country. They will literally let a nuclear bomb hit us before they let President Donald Trump have his say. And the fact that you're sitting here like a beta trying to defend these traitors, oh, they're going to get investigated. Oh, they should be in jail. I can't wait. I can't wait for the astronaut to be called back into the military and be court-martialed. I cannot wait. I can't wait for these people to come back into military, get called back, and be court-martialed. Oh, I wish that's possible. Oh, my God. I don't know if that's possible, but I wish that it was possible. Serenity, you are a beta. I'm an alpha, boy. You have nothing on me, just so you know. I always try to be nice, and I try to hold back. But I'm going to tell you right now, dude, I will mop the floor with you. You do not intimidate me. If you think you're smarter than me, you are not wiser than me. The fact that you don't use common sense makes you lose already. You are a beta. Beta! And all my patrons in here know it. All the people that are on the left side, I'm telling you right now, there is a lot of them that are seeing the light. And those are patriots that are waking up. And they know what we're talking about. They're getting tired of it. They are getting sick and tired of it. You know why Donald Trump won his first term? Freedom of speech. Democrats stole our freedoms. You remember that? They called us criminals. They wanted us dead. Anti-vaxxers, they say. Anti-vaxxers. Man, they lucky. They lucky that conservatives are more patient than they are. We would have done and finished Civil War II already. We will be rebuilding cities right now because of the stupidity of the left. You can go ahead and say whatever you want. All right, my patrons, what do you guys think? Am I crazy on that? What did I miss? Maybe I am wrong. Let me hear it from you guys. Let's see. What do we got? Chicago says, deport them. Well, I wish we can deport Serenity. Let's see. Josh, you're laughed at. Let's see. Omar, yep. Beta. We got a few betas on the chat. I wish we had more patriots and not lefty-loosey lefties Democrats. They pretend to be Democrats, but they're not really Democrats either. Let's see. Why do you care about any of this? I don't know who you're talking to. If it's to me, it's because I love the United States of America. Lifelight, oh man. You know, a lot of you guys have those multiple accounts of fake names. And that's why you feel so tough and precious behind your keyboard. But you really are nobody. I wish that you were somebody, that you were helping this country, that you will support your president, and that you will support all the laws of this country. Let's see. What else we have? I support you, Dennis, on everything you're saying. Thank you, Salt. Even Trinity is calling you beta. That's you, Serenity and Life, and all you leftist crazy guys that don't know how to support your country and your countrymen. Wake up, people. America first. Democrats are very sick people, says Ken. See, bro, it's not me, man. It's not me. Even Rush says Democrats are mentally ill. There you go. Oh, if you guys didn't know, this is a mega country, guy. This is a chat for actual patriots that love the United States of America and its countrymen. So there you go. Josh, your family died for this country. Hey, thanks to your family for their service. What have you done for this country? Are you fighting for this country? That one says, hey, Dennis, tell people about your bone spurs, your big alpha you. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't speak that language. I don't speak English, remember? Let's say Reform Democrat. Let's see. You ostracize unknown people and time out those that speak against anything you believe. You're insecure man, child begging people for donations. One, I haven't banned or blocked anybody or timed anybody out. I have not begged anybody for money. This is what I do for a living. This is my job. And you don't know what's happening anyway in the future, but this is my job. And I wouldn't be able to do this without the support of my patriots. So there's that, my friend. What are you doing for this country? Are you really speaking for the truth, or you are one of those loonies that just has so much hate for one person that you can't allow for this country to be taken care of, protected, loved, and looked after? How much hate do you have for one man? Are you not able to put that hate aside and help your countrymen? Do you stand for America first, or you stand for illegal immigrants first? $100%. I haven't banned anybody. Dude, my hands are right here, man. I haven't done. My mods don't like you. My mods are being patient with some of your insults. I will tell you right now, and I'm okay with that. They know the limit, so I'm gonna let them do their thing. So I will continue with my talk. I think that any service person, we always thank them for their service, for their sacrifice. Let's be honest. A lot of people go into the military because they want the free education. A lot of people go in the military because they want the money. They say it's not good money, but you know it's good money. A lot of people sign up for the money. I'll tell you that right now. But I respect those who sign up because they have a duty to this country. The one thing that I haven't been able to do, they do, and I respect them even greatly because of that. I appreciate them. I value them. You see, those are real patriots. My mother always taught me this. There's going to be corrupted politicians all the time. There is only one way that you can make a difference. Two reasons. You speak the truth and you run for office. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So with that being said, you can be negative and you can stay asleep as long as you want, but we will continue to move forward with progress for our country. Because it's an immigrant that came to this country, followed the laws, respected the people, became a citizen, received the honor and privilege to become an American citizen. I will do what I can do for this country to show my gratefulness to them, to the country and to the people. You see some of the things that you guys don't think about when you're on the left, where I don't understand. I'm telling you, I am so happy that there is a lot more Latinos for Trump than hateful people that don't like to obey the law. I am so happy that there was more Democrats that are actual patriots and voted for Trump. I'm happy to see that there's still a lot of patriots in this country. Thank you, Ken. Appreciate that. You're crunching it, brother. 98's in the house. I didn't see him in there. He's hiding. Welcome, my patrons, to the chat. I appreciate you being in here. Just be aware that there is going to be some crazy leftists jumping in once in a while. And, well, we do have to put up with it. Some of them are getting tossed out by our muds. Big Sis Trinity over here is taking care of all that. That's right. Patriots constitutionalist. The only constant is change, he says. Now that I know his name, I can actually read it. All right, enough about the traitor. What is happening in Venezuela? Something great is happening in Venezuela. Hey, but I just want to throw this out there. Just want to throw this little thing out there. Zelensky agreed to President Donald Trump's instructions on stopping the war. Yes, another war that he's going to stop and that he's not going to get credit for. One more night. Doom Shop, you better relax. I am relaxed. Oh, man. Venezuela, man. You know, the people of Venezuela, you won't believe it because of the criminals that we have here and what we call the vagos, the street hoodlums that have come to this country legally. Disrespectful, demanding, entitled, and they have not one right to be any of those things in the United States of America. But with that being said, Venezuelan people are very beautiful people. They really are. I know a lot of them. And yes, I know some illegals as well. Not the criminals. They're good people, family people. You know what they tell me? They can't wait to go back to Venezuela. Some people really are here for asylum. They got the permit and everything. And it's kind of crazy, but I love to hear the actual person that won 70% of the votes to be the president of Venezuela. Her and the rest of the Venezuelan people have been asking President Trump, have been praying for President Trump to be president again so that we can help them. And you say, well, he's not there to help them out of the kindness of his heart. He's going there because they're oil. Well, of course. Yeah, it takes money to make war. It takes money to pay salaries of soldiers. It takes money, it takes petroleum to move big planes, big ships, etc., etc. It takes billions and billions of dollars. Of course we want the oil. Which, by the way, they're going to give us trillions of dollars in oil worth and rare earth minerals. Again, I am very proud of the soldiers that serve, that made an oath to the Constitution and to follow the orders of the commander-in-chief and those officials placed upon them. That is the oath to the Constitution. The oath to the Constitution for a serviceman includes to follow the orders of the commander-in-chief. So Maduro, it's just a matter of time before they take him out like the snake that he is. You know, sometimes I think there might be something wrong with him up here, like not like he's evil or stuff like that. That's obvious, but I think he's a little special. He's a little retarded. He's a little retarded up there. When he mentions stories from the Bible, don't make sense. He twists the words in there, and he he puts them down like this is what it says in the Bible, and you're like, no, it does. That's not what the Bible says. But see, other people that don't know the Bible, they just, ay, Diosito, oh my God. My God, my God. They don't know. And so they follow him. Most of them are afraid of him because they will get killed. And what do we see in Mexico right now? We see in Mexico the same thing. The president of Mexico, the only cartel or drug dealers that she arrests are her competition, not the ones that work for her. And who knows, maybe they don't even work for her. Maybe she's just a middleman. But I can tell you that a lot of Mexican people out there, they're protesting and they're going against them. And you know what the Mexican president is doing? Of course, she's punishing them. She's going off on them. And what did she tell? The people here in America? Mobilize, protest, let your voices be heard. I try to keep a straight face on that one. You should be a proud Mexican. Mexican people are great people. Listen, just because you're illegal doesn't mean that you're a horrible person. But it does mean that you have to go back to your country. You see, if you were here legally and you were a Mexican, you wouldn't hear that. And the only people that will tell you go back to your country after they know that you are legal, those are evil people, okay? And that's a big difference. When we say go back to your country, it's because you are illegal. Lopez Obrador, that's the guy. She might, bro, but I don't have any facts on that. I just have what the people of Mexico are saying. So, yeah, no, I'm not going to talk bad about the Mexican people. I think the Mexican people are great. Mexicans are great. I'm happy. I'm happy when I see Mexicans. I actually feel like they're my brothers as well. You know, there's not going to be one Mexican person that I have dealt with or become in contact with that will tell you that I was a jerk to them. On the contrary, I have helped them in every way that I can. So I don't have nothing to prove to people that don't like me on the left or that threaten my life just because I say respect the immigration law. If you're illegal, you got to go. We know we're going to fight for immigration reform here pretty soon. But that doesn't mean that we're going to stop the deportations. What I'm asking to people is follow the law so that we can fight for you. If you go out on the street and you're raising the Mexican flag in American soil and you're protesting and then somebody starts rioting, how can I defend you? We need to stop. Be smart. Be smart. Don't just go with your emotions. You are not entitled to this country. You have no rights in this country. Remember that. But in Mexico, you have your rights. In Honduras, you have your rights. Somewhat. But in America, you definitely have no rights. What happened, Doom? Mexican, watched my brothers die for this country, and I was born here. Okay, then you're American. You're not Mexican. You're American. You're not Mexican. Mexican means that your nationality is from Mexico. But you're American because you're a national. Your nation is the United States of America. You're an American. Anybody who is born here is American. The only way that you would be Mexican American is if you were born in Mexico, that's one nationality, and then you became a citizen of the United States of America, and there is your second nationality. Now, that doesn't really mean that you have dual citizenship, but it gives you the title of Mexican American. Like when I say I'm Honduran American, my kids, they are mixed with Samoan and Honduran. What are they? If they are born here in the United States of America, they are Americans. Now, a lot of Hispanics, for some reason, you guys got this thing stuck in your head. You guys think that we say Americans because of the continent. It's not because of the continent. It's because of the name of the country is America. If you were born in Mexico, which, by the way, is called the United States of Mexico, that makes you a Mexican. You don't call yourself an American, do you? Of course not. That'd be stupid. You call yourself a Mexican. What is Mexico? It's part of the America. So how come you can't call yourself an American? Because it's a nationality title that you're giving yourself. Now, and if you want to go with ethnicity, that's different. But nationalities are nationalities. Ethnicities are different. It's funny. You don't have to believe me, but I will tell you, yeah, you can't consider yourself anything. You are only American, period. That's it. You can always honor. Yeah, well, that you're talking about ethnicities now. You're talking about mixing races and different parts of, of different people. But if you're talking about nationalities, you're just Mexican. You cannot be born in 5 different countries at once. That doesn't happen. I had this conversation with some co-workers, and I cannot believe that some Americans are that stupid, and some Mexicans are that stupid, that they think that if they are born here in the United States of America, they think they're still Mexican because of their parents. And maybe they are. If the parents are illegal, maybe you are Mexican. But if you're Mexican, you're on the wrong side of the border, my friend. You see what I'm saying? So you are American. My kids, they're all American. I could have had a kid with a Chinese woman, with a Vietnamese and a Kenyan woman and South American woman, and all my kids are born here. They're just American. Period. Now, they can honor me as the father that I was born in Honduras. Sure, you can honor that part of the culture. You can honor the part of your mom's culture. That's fine. But nationality is a big difference. So that's what I think. A lot of people just why are you guys so confused with that? I don't understand. You guys didn't go to school? They didn't teach you that in school? Because they taught me that when I was in 3rd grade in Honduras. That's a 3rd world country. And they taught me that. So I'm not sure, where you guys at with that. Nationalities, my friend. Nationality. That is a nation. That is a country. Natives. Why are they Native American? Well, because they're American citizens. Asian American. Why? Because Asians. Well, actually, Asian American, that doesn't make sense to me. Because that is actually not a country. That's a continent. You see why we can't use that? You can't be African American because your nationality is not the whole continent of the United States or the Americas or the continent of Africa. This is why black people that are born here, they're just American like everybody else. Everybody's equal. Everybody is the same with the same rights. Everybody that is born here from legal parents, they are Americans in this country. All right, let me read some comments in here. Let's see. Canada is like the 51st. No, I don't think Canada should be the 51st state. That's ridiculous. Though, if Alberta wanted to come down here and Vancouver wanted to join, yeah, that'd be 51, 52, 53 states. That would be amazing. I think that'd be great. Let's see. Yeah, okay, let's see what else. Ken, we are so lucky to be American. Yes, we are. So let's say their parents are Scottish. Are they Scottish American? No. Their parents are Scottish. The children will be American. But they can also honor, like I said, honor the culture of the Scottish because of their parents. I guess this is where you can go with ethnicity. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about nationality. So that's why I mentioned it that way. If you guys are looking at it at a different angle, then that's different. But it's not confusing to me that way. Let's see. Some people love to split hairs just to waste time. Okay, thank you. Trinity says they're slow, Dennis. I know, but they always throw it in my face that American, I am American. Blah, blah, blah. If you're Mexican, you don't call yourself American in Mexico. You don't call American if you're in Guatemala. You don't call yourself American if you're in Chile or Belize or Venezuela. No, you call yourself the name of the country that you're born in. It is a territory thing, but it's nationalized. Let's see. Rosberg says, "Doom, my loyalty is to the America only. I never want to be called anything but American." That's right. And I love my American patriots. Kimberly says, "I say I'm American, but I'm from the United States of America." That's what makes you American, the nationality. I realize that I'm reading these comments late, but hopefully by now you don't have the same mentality. We're Black American. Yeah, I like that. Not African American. You were not born in Africa. Your parents probably weren't even born in Africa. You are not African at all. Africans will never consider you African in the first place. So there's that. So you're a Black American. That's it. Rush, you are a true patriot, says Ken. I've been American. I was born in America. That's right, Doom. That you are an American, my friend. Thank you, Crunch. That means a lot. I fall for America, so not to speak to me if like I'm an idiot. Well, you said you were Mexican is what I read. Sorry about that, man. Let's see. Laugh aloud. If you agree with this guy, then why is it on legal paperwork screen? You made no sense. No, they're not white American. They're just American. As a matter of fact, you don't even have to call yourself Black American. You can just be American. That's fine, but you want to identify as black. I understand that. It's as simple as that. If you're born here, you're American. Bernal says, must have been the ones who painted the walls of the school, not the same as attending a school. Dave says, you're Mexican. No, I'm not Mexican. This is why Nick Fuentes is taking over, fellas. Hey, yeah, maybe the racist guy has a point. Maybe he does have a point. But I'll stick with my little bit of knowledge. I will not be a racist like that guy. Sorry, I have no respect for him. I don't have any hate for him either. I just he just is. Let's see. I am Honduran American. I was born in Honduras and I became an American here. If you're Honduran, you don't call yourself American. Die once. So, as I explained, I was born in Honduras, so I keep the nationality title. And because I became an American citizen, naturalized citizen, I also carry the title of American. But when I'm in Honduras, I don't call myself American because of the continent. I am still a Honduran American when I'm in Honduras. That doesn't change. And sure, if people want to call me Hondurans, of course, I will take that as well. I'm proud of both. But my loyalty lies to the United States of America. Let's make that clear. Black is a color, not a nationality. That is true. That is true. So really, it should be just American, but they want to be called something else. So they want to call themselves black. That's okay. I understand. Let's see. Race is real, an observable construct. Honduras, no, Maritza. Oh, you were doing so good, Maritza. Honduras is not America. You call me an idiot, but you don't know that. First of all, it's Central America, not America. There's a big difference. There is North America, there's Central America, and there's South America. Maritza, you must be Hispanic. You must be from Central America. Good night, brother. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't even notice because I don't have my headphones on. Steve Dow actually became a subscriber probably and became the stream chat boss. So before we say goodnight to Berniel, I guess he gets to hear the dance from our president. And here we go. Babe, what's for dinner? The boss, el jefe, el patrón. So, guys, I have a serious question. So, one, I appreciate you guys for coming to my channel. Thank you for subscribing, etc. Tell me, I have a real question. If you hate me so much, why are you in my channel? I just don't understand that part. I want to understand it. If you don't like me, why are you in my channel? Real question. Real question. That's right, Marisa. Marisa, where are you from? You either Salvadorian or Honduran. I know that. Where are you from, Maritza? Don't come back. Go ahead, Maritza. Where are you from, Maritza? I want to see where your intelligence comes from. No, you're not American. Not with those brains. You obviously don't know the difference between nationalities and continents. Anyway, enough with the title. I got 20 minutes left. I am very happy that everything that we have been saying, even if people disagree, we are right about everything. It is. I got plan B's and C's. I got to live my life the way I want to live my life. It's not worth to give ignorant people all of your joy and happiness and time. I just don't believe that's the way you should live life. All right. Let's go ahead and share some of the stuff here on my X account. And by X, I don't mean ex-girlfriend, just the X account. Normally known as Twitter. All right, first thing we're going to do is take a look at this handsome old man right here. Love is confusing, my friend. You have to truly love to understand. Love is not just kumbaya. Love is not just sweet little things. Love is scalding. Love is exhorting. Love is correcting. Love is discipline. Love is many forms. But true love is only God. Love is not meant to be perfect for us. We're all sinners. So don't confuse that. Junior! ¿Qué pasa, Mufasa? Good to see you on here, bro. Yes, love is exhorting, discipline, rebuking. All of those things is love. See, love is not just, I have to be nice. I have to always treat you as you're right, even when you're wrong. Never scold you, never discipline you. That's not love. That's not love. Love hurts. Truth hurts. If you love somebody, you tell them the truth. But before you can judge somebody with the truth, you got to make sure you are telling the truth. If you have an opinion on myself, that's okay. That's an opinion. But if you're going to say that is a fact, hey, prima, I see you, Brenda. How are you? Yeah, pretty damn close. Jesus did scold at people. He sure did. He exhorted people. Yep, he did. He called the priests snakes, vipers, all the sinners. He insulted them all, but also gave them a chance to repent. He died for all of them. You see, when we fight for the truth, when we fight for this country, even you ungrateful people that come into our channel also benefit, and you reap the benefits of our labor. Us fighting for the truth benefits you as well. Therefore, I must love you. That does not mean that I'm going to like what you do wrong. See, I can never love my children if I don't discipline them. I can't truly say that I love my children if I don't scold them, if I don't rebuke them or exhort them. I can never claim that I love them if I am not willing to do any of those things. The Bible tells us that you're supposed to discipline your children with a stick, with a rod. Now, some of you already got into the habit of just being abusive. That's not what it's talking about. It's talking about discipline. Because when you love somebody, you discipline them. And you can't just discipline somebody if you don't love them either. It goes together. It's a balance. It's like a chemistry mix. All this stuff just comes in. All this chemical here, this chemical. Oh, now we have a strawberry juice. Love without discipline will spoil your children, and they will become rebellious and disrespectful, and they will never fear you. Discipline without love, they will be rebellious and they will hate you. And they will never listen to you either. But if you have both love and discipline, and you exhort and you scold and you correct, that's true love. All of those things together is love. So you'll teach my children. Now, you guys probably 50 years old and you guys haven't figured it out yet. If you think that you're your children's best friend, you failed in life. If you think, again, that you are your children's best friend, you failed in life. Not just yourself, but your children. Do your children fear you? Because they should. But if you're abusive, they will never feel comfortable around you. You know, I discipline my kids. And I have whooped my kids before. But you know who they run to when they're scared? That's right, they run to me. I scold them when they need to. I correct them when they need to. I discipline them when they need to be. The difference is this. If you don't know, I don't know why I'm parenting you guys. It's because of dumb questions and comments that you make in here. As a parent, if you want to be a good parent, you're going to love your children before anything else. You're going to love your children. Of course, you want the best for them. Of course, you want to sacrifice everything for them. You will give your life for them. That is love. But if you love them, you will correct them from the time that they are born. You know, my daughter was just a few months old, and my wife will carry my daughter, and she had this thing where she wanted to hit her in the face. And I grab her hand, no. And then she'll catch her and do it again, no. And you know what? She never lay a hand on her mom. Till this day, she doesn't even talk back to her. That's discipline. That is love. When you love somebody, you correct them and you discipline them. That's why a lot of the people that are just haters, they come in here because they know they need to be disciplined. They need to be corrected. They need to be scolded. The Spirit lets them know that's what they need. And of course, their flesh is going to make them rebel against that yearning of being corrected so that they can be great people in this earth. If you see your child doing something that they're not supposed to, don't even think about it. Go swat that booty. Yeah. Pop. No. They want to cry, let them cry. Give them another one so they can cry a little bit for real. And let them know when they're done crying, why did I spank you? Why did you get put in timeout? Why did I take this away from you? You have to ask them to make sure they understand why. But you gotta give them love and praise when they do something right. Let them know how happy and excited you are when they make you proud so that they can see the difference on the treatment. Do my kids fear me? You bet you as they do. Or they are afraid of me. They do not want to make me angry. Do they want to come and give me a hug and a kiss? You betcha. You betcha. And I hug them right back. And I give them my love. That's how you discipline. That's how you love. Everything goes together in a package. You cannot discipline if you don't love. You cannot love if you cannot discipline. They go to hand. They all go together. Very macho. True, the prisons and jails are full of lost souls. Absolutely. And what is the one thing that a lot of experts say? Was your father involved? Well, yeah, sometimes the father was the problem. And that's somebody that doesn't love. Maybe somebody that wasn't raised right. You know, I'm not going to say I'm perfect. I'm not. But I am not my child's best friend. I am their father. I'm daddy. I'm dad. I hope that you guys understand that. You will have great kids if you do that. But you have to know how to measure that discipline. Don't be abusive. I'm going to tell you something. When When my mother disciplined me, it was crazy. It was all over the time, all over, all over the place, all over the place. But she gave me so many hugs and so many kisses, and she baby talked to me, and she always fed me and clothed me and looked after me. And so I knew that when I misbehaved, I was already nervous. I messed up. And there is nothing that can take that fear away from me, because I know I messed up and my mom is going to whoop my ass when I get home. I already knew. But watch the difference. I was a mama's boy. Oh, man, I love my mom. I kissed her all the time. My grandma, my grandma and my mom, I kissed them all the time, hugged them, kissed them. They both loved me in the same way, and they both spanked me when I misbehaved. Now, watch the difference. My oldest brother, which, by the way, I love him very much, he's asked for forgiveness, and, I asked for forgiveness as well. And we have a great relationship, just so you know. So when I tell you these stories, it's not hate. Look at them as scars in my life. But they don't hurt no more. You still see them, but they don't hurt. You see, my brother, when I was born, he hated me. This is true. He told me. He hated me. He couldn't stand to see me. He will beat me with big rulers, big sticks, about a 1/2 inch by 2 inches, until he breaks them on my back. He will grab the ironing cord. He will beat me with the ironing cord and leave their little loops of welts on the back until they bled. I got a scar approximately 5 to 6 inches on one of my butt cheeks from one time he beat the crap out of me and actually cut me deep with a wire. I remember him dropping electrical wires when he forced me to go underneath a table and just drop them on my sweaty back. He will beat me until I couldn't stand up anymore. And I see his face, hate, the devil, just beating me until I couldn't get up. When I was 26 years old, that's when he asked me for forgiveness, and I said, brother, I love you. Don't worry about that. That's in the past. I hated my brother because he never gave me love. And I remember one time, even as a kid, I went to church. And I would tell my Sunday school teacher to pray for me. And you know what? Even though he still beat me, I don't know, I still loved him. I love my brother. I didn't like the beatings. And they were not because I was bad. It was just because he wanted to beat me. But I still loved him. I don't know. That's God. Only God can make me love something like that. And I am very grateful to be here today to actually tell you the story. I don't know why I talk to you this way today. Maybe one of you, maybe someone out there needs to hear this story today. And I hope that it sinks in. And I pray to God that your life will change. I don't care what you're going through. Listen, forget about politics right now. Forget about you disagreeing with what I say or whatever. This is about your soul. This is about your life. This is about your family. This is about your children. Use common sense, but more than just using common sense, practice how to love your children. Tell them you love them. Tell them that you're so happy when they do this. Tell them you're so happy when they do that. And then also tell them, don't be afraid to tell them that dad disappoints you. Dad makes you sad. Tell them when you are bad, it breaks my heart. Try it. They will learn what is good and what is bad. They will learn how to get the good and the best out of you. You know what? If you're here with me this long, thank you so much for being here with me. I want to pray. I know some of you don't want to hear me pray, but I want to pray. I want to make sure that whoever's going through whatever problems right now at home, that they get this prayer. If you believe in God and you pray with me, Father, I give you thanks, Lord. I give you thanks for you are God. You are creator. Thank you for everything that we have in life. And thank you for the experience, good and bad. Thank you for the blessings. Thank you for the problems. Thank you for today, for we are able to come together tonight. Somehow, here we are. Father, we thank you for everything. Father, forgive my sins and my trespasses as I forgive those who sin and trespass against me. Father, give us your word every day, our daily bread. Don't let us fall into temptation. Deliver us from evil. Father, I want to thank you for everything. And tonight I ask for families to be united, reunited. Father, I ask that you give strength and peace as you have given me as a child to those children, to those teenagers who are growing up in abusive homes. Protect them. Guard their spirits, their souls. Guide them. Holy Spirit, guide them in the name of Jesus Christ. I pray for healing in families in the name of Jesus Christ. Any painful memories, anything that causes pains from our past life, lost ones, people we love we haven't seen forever, bring healing into our hearts. Bring peace into our minds. Let your Holy Spirit be in control and guide us tonight. Help us each day. I pray these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Let it be done. Guys, you guys are also very, very helpful to me. I am blessed that you have come into my life. Dobson, maybe that prayer wasn't for you, but I hope that you change your mind. I hope that your heart can be healed and that you not be lost in darkness. I really believe that. I pray for that. Guys, thank you so much for being with me tonight. Channel is going to go in a different direction here pretty soon. I talked to Trinity. Thank you all my patriots and my brethren, brothers and sisters. I know that people that don't have God or love in their heart, they think it sounds corny when we say that. But I mean it. See, demons don't like me because I tell the truth. See, I can see demons through people's eyes. You don't know that, but I can. And Jesus Christ protects me. God protects me. And that's a fact. And he will allow me to live as long as he wants me to live. I believe that. Omar, thank you, brother, for praying with me. Saltwater, thank you for praying. Trinity, sis, thank you for praying. I hope you're feeling a lot better, sis. 98. All of you patrons that are in here saying amen. God bless you. I wish you guys all a wonderful, wonderful night. And don't let these demons take your peace away and your joy. We end up on a good note, and I am happy for that. So I hope that you guys are with me tomorrow, whenever you can, whether it's in the morning or in the afternoon. Hope to see you all there. God bless you guys. Enjoy the end beat to close the night. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless the USA.